Theresa is a person of great integrity, a very hardworking person, and she's a natural leader. She does an excellent job at communicating, in whether she's communicating with employees, with shareholders, with customers. She is a person who can take the message and take a complex message and distill it down into something that's understandable for the particular audience.
I would describe Theresa as brilliant, dynamic, very accomplished in so many areas, deeply caring, very curious, and certainly, among everything else, compassionate. All those are major descriptives, but I do believe Theresa meets them all.
Theresa joined us at a very young age, relatively, in her career. She was joining an industry, a leadership team that was very male-dominated. Steel is kind of a tough kind of industry. And I was amazed at how resilient she was within that group. So no, she did a phenomenal job.
Theresa has a leadership style that is one that I would describe as lead by example. So she is there and she's going to do and make sure she knows what the details are and what the project or activity involves.
There's very rarely a question she doesn't know the answer to. Whether it's myself, whether it's Keith, whether it's the board asking the questions, she always has the answer. But more so, growth, she's matured to be a leader, a business leader.
I first met Theresa about 15 years ago at the other SDI office, the first one around a conference table. Mark Millett had come up with an idea of a fundraiser called Wine for the Spirit, and he pulled Theresa and some other people in, and I will never forget sitting at exactly where she was sitting and talking to her, her quiet way of analyzing what was going on and making really helpful suggestions and pulling other people into the Wine for the Spirit group. She was amazing. Number one, the funds that they raised, it was extraordinary and continues to be extraordinary. It was just unbelievable. It has allowed Aaron's House to focus on their mission. It's the best grieving center in the state and one of the best ones in the country, and I attribute it to be able to have the freedom because of the fundraiser that Theresa and Mark created.
I think Theresa is driven by a sense of duty and a sense of responsibility to the employees, to the community, to the shareholders, and also just to general values and integrity. And I think that's really what motivates her. She comes from a background of a very strong work ethic, and that translates very well into the company and is helpful. When you have a leader who's really has this really strong work ethic, it's a good example for then the other employees, and it makes it easier for the other employees to simply follow that example when the leader is someone who's got that really strong work ethic.